Esan, abortion, Mera, Omonesan, Bieli. Anyway, actually, I be a Udali Okosu. Omona be, Omona Lee. I say, Esan, Esan, I name, I be son, Esan, I be, I have to sign. Ima, we are only programming, only paging, and Mada, Chujiamia. Who will be say everything? Ma mubore county page na. Dale na isonde na melemi oisorio isaya resource. Isaya ri otwe ati santi resource. Isaya ri nina. Isaya twe. Na say to worry. Oni wa say ye mini ukishio dio ye ni ya vai ekidagoli. Mare mama bom Tony page na. Mi riwo ni boom. Ni mani Esan, mare mama len, mare mama mudia, mare henho inosin, mare defende gbe wa nosin. Ami ma fo, raude ajoy opa ma hi apa ma hu. Mama jo ma yopa, ma jo enia, ajo na su koko, ama jo na su mama. Ajo nasi koko, ajo nudo tutwa fiwe mumo, nudo lane kwe iwe. Onira, eke na ona ejada si koko. Tade urio, ewo ugan, si koko. Mame rati no sema, mare joy, imara. Ekioe ejada joy okpa imara madison. Mame rati no se mada joy ejimada si koko na malemi okpa kisi koko fo ejada si koko ake actually okpa iri no ma je gbe ma fi gbe ha ma juki ejada si koko ni able to a multi-ethnic group of people. Na your barrio, literally bajoy okpa. Na your barrio, akisi koko fu, aki atigbe okpa. Eke no pani ejada si koko. Amwegbe rekiole, amwegbe rekiole. Aki diegbe lejoy. Okay, fane, irio. Rebi Marie, Esan biomo, eki viole e kuiwo. Ejada si koko, o kishon shi se ku. O ke mani Esan, mare kwa balori ni. Oni fiole adati ma Esan. One ni, oye ni no wa muerio, cos oni boom Esan so yori wo kijo that name is not really good. Igbaboleni mi mani. The Afrobatic dance naturally Igbaboleni. Usami amubosan. Aile amle usami. Ebo chiole honta. Renore. Nakicho history ni avec ebo. Ono Esan ni. Ono riani nakicho Esan edelena. Ole da re lulu. Re dara liwi. Eje da gbe, eje da san, da gbe. Oda ki vai. Oda mai we Esan liwi. Round day. Aliwi ma we moto Esan. Aliwi. Bonachole boni mama yo ni ire o bonachole boni asokikan ayelala olokun lerebe oye ni mamo bo le to Esan ma le to Esan alimi ami e bo ton agbonaribe no gbera alimi ha o ajo e ki de weda vare e ki de weda operate alimi se yesini alimi control jeribe o time Jereo alimi no. So boni rele me majo boni mirang di me wo gebo on boni. Man mi actually okosu, prince of the sea and the sun, prince of the bright morning sun that connects into the mighty ocean. Ole actually okosu. Okosu maybe. I gbé ẹwọdàlẹ okosu ní ẹwọ gẹbọ. Mama keke mare n'egbe ma. Mare n'egbe ma. Aniri ma hi. Kí ọ ẹjọdá àti ẹgbẹ ọ̀páfò. Àámù ẹgbẹ rẹ ní. Àámù ẹgbẹ rẹ ní. Esan. My tolerate, my kiss sank mano in me. Ebi mareka sank mano. Jen mada kase be koko na ki tio ebini edenena. Egeni o ibini mana yedo. Iwo kintu mani. Ni yojiso. Anyo ba Esan, oji amyo Esan. Iwo kintu ni yojiso, ole mareveki. Ebe ti ole dominance. Ebe ti ole supremacy. Ole eda refieri reve, eda rechange reve. Ose kuno ribo. Adado actually bini. Mani ojiso ni malene. Amaro kana ile, amare mana ile, adaro reshi one. Oresi, areshi ojiso. Ojiso Esan na igbe. Ole kizele ebo botiele influence mas leserio ege ki ojiso ona ojiso the next family okiseye ojiso okisi wo kan do egbe eda ro reshi ojiso e ma ro kana le ìwọ́n rẹ̀ máa náà lè ọ̀rẹ́ sí ààrẹ sí ojúṣò. Ìránù dánì ọ́nì dynasty ní naturally ojúṣò dynasty ẹ̀dá dún wọn lè hàn ẹ̀dá àrọ̀ ẹ̀rọ ṣe ọba dynasty. Ìwò Esan àràsẹ́rùlù àràsídùnmù ojúṣò àmì ọba. Okay, say actually political era. Politicians that recognize area or area does dele nania. Eda roni reamu alu. Oma da joy me na to bome. Omo Esan biele naturally agbe. Oma da joy ona ye me ndolo. Otuma amarehi. Eda re monarchical influence osi bini. Eda re suppressive. Eni jese samia. Eye mama me voice rio raude. Edo state akichi rele. Politically, ada structure, ada one politically, ada jolly. Ojenami, adajole, otoba, olekishi. Omneda jole eje. Omana sunu one generation. Okeke. Nerelevant talo. So that the generation over there. Only generation imagine. Iwoke sani rewon generation na yamia, iwana sabore, joy na fiemi rewe, dolo, na diole jaka yahe. In next generation, eda koni video samena re, mere evo ide luemi no bali. Mere evo ole zeli meda joli, mese kali matalofu. Oh, just arrivé à toi, Kali. I'm your bar to pay, Esan. Mais moi, joie, on soit bar, mais on s'ira. I'm your bar to pay, Esan. Oh, just en toi, Kali, Ami, Zaki. Oh, du Rumi à toi, Kali, Ami. Et da fille, le bidolo. Et da remare chine. Ojiva, second class. Auto Isania, Pachi development remaining. Airports, Benin City, Oji. Seaporting a joy low labor, Benin City, Oji. Mi reve nara nieve country, nara nieve state, Benin City, mo reve fiole. Bekisioni re. Ekura, Esan, Ekuyiwo. Oh, Benin City Okpa, City, na mie hotel, ni son ni na kichole, Edo State, Osedele. On a chome melu. On a chome melu. On a mero. Osonomi. Et dans la political structure. Et that's a real suppressive. Mais c'est carré beau. Mais d'or sare mama tarongwe. Raude. Mais oh, na borewe hibi metania. I want to use this very opportunity to first of all greet Esan's sons and daughters, mommies and daddies, and most especially to place my loyalty to the kings therein in Esan land. And I say, Ojesan, please, my fathers, please, my brothers, please, my sisters, please, mothers, I want you to listen to me attentively. Because the fact that propaganda has aged for a very long time, in other words, the fact that propaganda has stayed in the society for a very long time, it does not make it truth. It does not make it that, it's not a yardstick to say because a particular ways that has been unleashed upon the people that is embedded by conspiracy theories via propaganda. It does not mean that we've been living like this for long, we've been hearing this for long. It does not mean that it is truth. This is the era of vast knowledge, 21st century for that matter, where people are so inquisitive. They are inquiring of this, they are inquiring of that. And as a matter of fact, when we talk about fundamental human rights, it is within my fundamental human rights. Oh, I do know fully well that it is also within your very fundamental human rights to inquire about a particular setting, about a particular code of conduct in the society. We are very, very inquisitive. Please, we should not be frightened by those who seems not to be happy, trying to come on board to try to shut us up or to try to talk us out of the lane. We must maintain this lane of inquiring, being inquisitive. And we must maintain the name of returning code of conduct back to normality. Because abnormality that is being ignored for a long time by our people in their community. These abnormality, those that it favors, they will normalize abnormality. In other words, these abnormalities has been normalized in our society. And that is why within my doggedness and within my inclusiveness, I am coming on board to inquire. And I am also coming on board to lend my words to the hearings of our royal fathers and our political leaders in Esan, and most especially in making sure that such a message as this remain forever as far as social media remain. Because a lot of people might not be seen from the view which I have seen from now, because the veil of propaganda has covered their eyes. But I know for sure, and I do know fully well, that what I am calling for now, if this generation fail to get it implemented, surely the next generation will definitely get it implemented. Before I continue, my audience, I want to take you across the lines of the subject matter which I am bringing on board, that are the topics. Let's look the word Edo. We do know fully well that when they say Edo people, the Afemai people will not emerge to say they are the people that are being called. Or when they say Benin people, the Afemai people will not emerge to say they are the ones that are being called. The Esan people will not emerge. The Uroko people will not emerge. There are a particular group of people that we emerge because that is who they are. They are the Edos, they are the Benin. Now, I am taking us alongside the geographical space in Nigeria that is now called, or that is recently called, Edo States. And I want us to see the propaganda therein. The ignorant propaganda of naming a particular location that comprises of multi-ethnic group of people to one group known as Edo people. There is propaganda there because a particular geographical space in Nigeria that is now recently called Edo State is inadequate, is inaccurate, and I see it as error. Why do I see it as error? Because the Esan people ignore such error, and it is becoming a thorn on our flesh. A place that comprises of multi-ethnic group of people cannot be named to a particular group. If it is named like that, it means there is conspiracy theories. There is reason behind that, and the reason behind that is to make sure that the people that the state or the country is named to will have upper hand. They will have upper hand over others, and that is what is happening today. In the political share, the Edo people have always had the larger share. In the traditional share, they do have the larger share. When we talk about history, in that same propaganda, they will tell you that Irie do Mayahin. In other words, Iwo can do Marivehin. for you to feel okay. Why they are having you as their subjects? For you to feel that we are one, but in real sense, they do know that we are not one. And I will give you reasons from all the proverbs of the Edo people. That is a clear indication that showcases that really and truthfully we are not one. The oneness they mean is for us, is for other group of people to always see themselves or subject themselves to them as their children. And when you say that no, we are not children of the Benin, of the Oba of Benin, they feel abused. They feel abused because they see that the shackle of their supremacy is beginning to fall away by reason of the people are now being awoken. How does that make sense? When a particular or for a particular geographical space that comprises of multi-ethnic group of people of similar and dissimilar languages, for that geographical space to be named to a particular group, that is supremacy concept that was embedded with conspiracy theories. We know fully well that when Akon applied for Esan State, the Oba sent delegates to go and appeal, to beg, to say no, we should please. They were begging. And we went again for Afesan State. Because we know there are Afesan people and there are Esan people. So being that we want to inquire of the Afeman people to join us for the creation of a particular state, we are wise not to call it Esan State only. We call that pursuit Afesan State. If it is not propaganda within their conspiracy theories, it would be called Edo State. If the Middle Belts want to have their state today, they won't call that state the name of a particular language in the Middle Belt. They will call it Middle Belt State. But in our own case, we ignore, just because we want to champion oneness, we want to champion unity, because we are the lovers of oneness and unity. And they are taking that as an advantage to undermine the integrity of the great Esan people. Why should we not come on board? Just a moment, please. When you see me like this, you know that I just set my gaze upon one that I have to block. Why should we not come on board for the creation of our state? I tell you the truth. Under normal circumstances, under rational sense of reasoning, when you rationalize your ways of reasoning, you evaluate it. You reason here, you reason here. Common sense will tell you that no group of people will want to move away from a unity concept where every group are rated equally. Where every group are rated equally. No group of people would want to move away from that place. If These people are willing to listen to our, not really our plea, our demand and our critics. They will see where they are being criticized and see need to adjust. Now, let us now go to Oba Ewa reconquests. Oba Ewa reconquests. As it is said in the Benin history, Oba Ewa reconquered 201 towns and villages. The reality is that, let me tell you the reality. The reality is that the people you conquered are not your brothers. It is a bad divide and conquer. The people you conquered are not your brothers. There is no, in short, that should not be flogged too much for you to understand. It does not need so much emphasis. When you hear Oba Ewa reconquests, Oba Ewa reconquered 201 towns and villages. It is a clear indication that these people are different groups of people that were conquered by a particular group of people who had influence from one place or wherever nobody knows. So it's a clear indication that these are multicultural group of people, multi-ethnic group of people. And secondly, let's now also go to, if you see snake, you see Esan people. This is Edo proverbs. It is not Igbo proverbs. It is not Urobo proverbs. It is not Esan proverbs either. It is Edo proverbs. It says, if you see snake and you see Esan person, endeavor to make sure you kill the Esan person first before you kill the snake. If we are really one, as said, will you have that proverbs? That proverbs will not come from anywhere. Because nobody will kill his own brother before you kill a snake. Nobody will kill his own child either. Rather, you will run towards the aid of your brother when the snake approach. You will run towards the aid of your child when the snake approach. But being that there is a two proverbs that says that when you see a snake and you see Esan person, you must within your power kill the Esan person first before you kill the snake. This is pure and clear indication that is attesting that these people are not one. They only came together collectively to exist together in a particular place. Like as if that is not enough. They talk about, because my name is flying as I'm speaking and many of them are making videos about me and I come across them. It makes me, let me use the word titillate. You know that thing that sweetens woman for sexual urge. When I comes, each time I come across, as I'm speaking now, they are making video about me all over their pages. And each time I see them making video about me, it titillates me and it gives me more enthusiasm to keep telling the truth. I come back again. Each time I come across them making videos about me, I see them, it titillates me. It titillates me. And it gives me more enthusiasm to begin to bring out more truth. Because truth is an offender to propagandists. So, they are saying that I talked about cola. First of all, before I continue on that again, it is 95% of the Edo people, all those groups you are seeing on media, that are there trying to castigate and talk about me. If you look within their circle, it's 95% of them. They are just like the Biafran, they are castigating you. If you don't share in their own view, you become their enemy. Ordinarily, everybody should have his or her view. If you don't share from their own view, from their own narrative, you don't go alongside in that way, you are their enemy. You are their enemy. They talked about cola, and everywhere in the world, there is no way you will present this where any person will tell you that it's right to be taken as a culture. For you to say, and to supplement that offensive practice, to supplement it, you say that if there is a gathering, a meeting gathering, even though there is elderly person there, that does not count. What counts is if a Benin man is there, he is the one to break cola because he's a Benin man. And they are telling us that it is long time ago culture that has been practiced, that was practiced. But I am here to tell them that the Hausa Fulani people, it is their long time ago culture for them to take their cattle a bath. It is cultural to them. For them to take their cows, their malu apart to go and feed on grass. It is cultural to them. It is not fun. That is their culture. But as humanity age, knowledge becomes vast. You become rich in knowledge. You see reason to adjust a particular code of conduct that is not actually correct. They are castigating the Hausa Fulani people to take their cows away from their bush and their forest, to go and create ranches. And I want to challenge you that no. You need to allow that culture, that Hausa Fulani culture, to continue. Call them, because it is that. Why do you want to stop a people's culture? If you don't see reason to stop that your offensive culture, that doesn't make sense. Morally, physically, and otherwise, spiritually as well, it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. What makes sense is when the people are gathered, you ought to pray. If you want to pray, it should be because you are the eldest person by age, not because you are from a particular group. That means dominance. That means supremacy. That means not equally rated, not equally valued. And I want to put out my voice as I have always done. No Esan person should tolerate that any longer. Now and never. If you are in any place where that want to take place, ensure that gathering do not continue. Ensure it does not continue. And if peradventure such gathering is being gathered outside Esan land, what you do, you dust your boots and you walk away in peace. But if they bring such offensive culture, because it's really offensive in Esan land, ensure as an Esan man, as an Esan woman, that gathering don't take place. I want to play particular voice notes of should in case this person come across it, because there are lots, I'm waiting for them to come after me, and I will start releasing a lot of messages from their own group. But I will start with this one, because this one is very small, is a pitch of an iceberg of it. I have a lot that I have recorded right from the time of Great Benin Emancipation, where they themselves were calling me to discourage me, to tell me that we, the Esan people, we are the problem, because we are the one that has always pushed that unity. We are the one that is giving the Benin people power. These are purely Edo people, and I told us the other time that the vice president of the then Great Benin Emancipation, Mr. Dele Bello, I was the one who convinced him. He told me that he did not want to have anything to do with the Benin because of how they are treating them. They are supposed to be the king, but they waive it. He told me that they took the issue to the palace, but they ignored. I told him that, my brother, Epa, please, this time around, it's not time for us to castigate ourselves. See, the Biafrans are coming to claim everywhere to say we are Biafrans. Why not allow us to join together to tell these people that we are not Biafran? And when he saw how people were tripping in, the Benin people, that's Great Benin Emancipation, I can tell you that 98% of the people we have here are Benin people. So they will have reason to frown when the league is not changed because of their dominatory and supremacy standard I see in their body languages and in their code of conduct that make me discontinue. And this man that as I'm speaking and making video against me told me, I was the one that convinced him, told me that he does not want to come and have anything to do. And on the long run, he later saw how his people were coming. He accepted it. I was able to convince him. And I have mostly people from Uronigbe, Yokorion, that has been calling me right from the days of Great Benin, when I was championing that Great Benin Emancipation, to say we are one. They told me that those me and Esan, that we are not one, that I'm making a big mistake. I have most of their voice notes. And as I speak with them, when I see that somebody is speaking in that area, I always record for future purpose. I'm just waiting for them to go further to castigate me. And I will begin to bring things out, not to abuse anybody, but for the hearings of people. Share. Just a moment, let me go and search for this very one. I'm going to play, it will take us like 20 minutes of the voice message, of the call, but we'll just have to be patient. You just have to be patient, please. Am I going to find this now? I hope so. I do hope so. Oh. Let me put it on speaker so that it will be loud. Please. Yes.
Malaria, we know what is going on there. We are having problems. But because of the supremacy and the power that they have, and we are afraid, we cannot push out. You understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, one nation. Or have a problem in Imagina. I'm telling you. Because it's long, people have been protesting.
Yes.
What protected to this extent.
The unity, right?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. You guys protect it to this extent. It could have not get to this extent. Everybody could have understood what is going on. But then, Baba this emotional arrow. The thing was like, now I'll be tired. Am I understanding the in Benin City, you today, don't just wait to put people up. One for the other family, one for the indigenous people. But the other family, because the confraternity of your Agoni, they now initiate a lot of people into it. And when you initiate someone like confraternity, they will retire.
Yes. Yes, this other family, I know that you are Edo, but I want to ask this other family, who are they? Are they not Edo as well?
Actually, yeah, you know the name Edo. The name Edo is not from the indigenous.
Yeah.
You understand? They use that name Edo to cover everybody. We still have indigenous people still there. But they use confraternity to cover everybody. Because here are Guinean, African, Boni, Yelala. Those are the things that we are all not hearing. But we are all different people. The indigenous people know this area. They know who the confraternity. Yes, yes.
Now, the beautiful.
Because they have power and everything.
If I may ask, which parts of Edo are you? Which community?
You mean which I'm from Upper Satomba, my parents are from Itoba, so I wanted the unit more.
I just want to ensure that I'm not speaking with Igbo person or Esan person, so that I will know that I'm speaking with the right person.
Oh, yes, I was having your number before when we were in Germany. I come of you today. Now no number there. Okay. So I was trying to call, but I was also busy because of the nature of my job, you know. He has been calling me, but I don't think it's so long. My brother is not the one with him.
No, I wouldn't like to work with anybody. I'm just working with my, let me say, common sense and a truth that will be discussed.
I understand you. I love intelligent people. You are so very intelligent, man. You understand? There's a thing I was warning of you about. Don't insult your elder.
Yes.
You understand? Anybody that insults elder is a mess. Even though you are giving a point, but for you to not get
because that was what it's not that there are no elements of truth in what he's saying. But when you are being sagalicious, you are not abusive. So what you're saying will not be, nobody will want to listen.
Nobody, people will want to listen.
Like the truth of the matter is that everybody have the right to history. Just as the other part are narrating their version of history, you have the right to narrate your own version of history. If you say that history is not correct, maybe they twisted it, you have the right to narrate your own, but don't be abusive. Even the imams they are also coming up to narrate their history. They say the one the Yoruba people have is not correct. So they are narrating their history. So nobody should deprive anybody from narrating people's history. But we must not do it to abuse people. So that is also
a problem of is giving a very good point, 100% good. But it's no problem, don't advise, don't insult your elder. Or when you enter the whole house, don't insult him. But let the people know what's going on. That is what I'm trying to do. If my boy, you know by now. But I'm let me be congratulated because all the respect you have. Hello?
Yes. I'm listening.
If you come out and say your way, or insult your elder, if your elder is around, come and respect him. It doesn't mean you want to give out your point. You understand?
Yes, I do.
So, before we congratulate you, you will be there. You know, we don't want to hear because we are making. We know where we fashion we are not one. We are different group of people. You understand? But because of the security power near the government and those things that are really you understand? They have a federal already more than the Guinea. You understand? But the point you are talking about, we're here everywhere, proper. That's what I know. If man, I have the power over. Man, I'm one year. They can attack us so very quickly because we are from there. The people who are getting, you know, most of them make sure it's Benin. So Benin, we are not one people. We are different people. You understand? And so I am from Okiri village, controlled by Dogo.
Okay.
Over that case in Okitogo. The real origin of Okitogo, now you're saying we know that we have the history before. You understand? If I was here, I know any man. But when you be supporting them, you know, because of my head. But I'm very, very happy now that God has bring you out from there. You know, the time was life without.
Let me say something. I am not cut word for your man, no verse. You know, then that great emancipation, there was a man, or there's a man called Dele Bello. I reached to him to come join us, and then he said he liked the way I was debunking the Biafra. That is only the Biafra. That is only what he likes. That he don't want to have anything to do with the Benin's, because
they are supposed to be the king and all that. They deprive them and they've taken the matter to the Oba Palace. They are not answering them. So I need to convince him. I'm not convincing him. His name is David. He became the vice chairman of the
That's me.
Just listen first. And listen.
No, wait, no, I will give you that.
I know David you are talking about. I just need to listen.
It's not from that quarter at all. That's it, not from that quarter.
I think it's on the Yokoyon side that he said that is where it's from. So I now told him that let's forget about all this and you people are fighting yourself, saying the Oba is not this. Please, you people should stop saying that. That is why the Biafra people are coming to claim the whole Benin. So I convinced him. He was the one who told me by himself that he don't want to have anything to do with it. He does not want to have anything to do with that. Then I advised him. Later, when he saw the way people were coming to the association, then he joined. After he joined, later now, after everything has changed, I see him having my name everywhere where they are castigating me on Facebook. So, can you imagine some people who you try to say, let us be one, and on the long run, they are trying to dominate you, trying to place supremacy, and when you try to define yourself inside that oneness, they see you as their enemy.
And with due respect, let me tell you something about that. You know, nature must take place. We are abusing nature before. You don't know, you get up from the abuse, and we love your way.
How was that?
Okay, the way we are abusing nature before, you were like trying to bring everybody together. People that naturally they are not meant to be together. You understand? That was your own fault there. But I so much thank God that God bring you out. You wanted peace.
Exactly.
You wanted peace to reign. But these people cannot understand the peace you wanted to reign. How can you tell the world that you conquer 201 cities and you cannot tell all the cities you conquer?
Yes.
So it makes no sense. On that thing I do, you know what the meaning of that do? You know the meaning of that do?
That is secrecy, a trick.
No, with due respect. So, Ekinado Opo or a secret. Ekinado is that door open.
Yes, okay.
When I tell you Opo, that is maybe opening now. Or maybe you want to talk about it.
Because I was explaining. Okay, Wesley, thank you very much.
So I'm not making you to understand. Opo is a confraternity, is secret in me, or Opo. Because they are in a very small hut. They are after money. Based on they have the power. And then you are controlling and the by. Hello?
Yes.
I promise I will call on your live video one day. I will tell everybody. I will mention my name and tell everybody. Bringing two group of people up to everybody. We want to know.
I decided to release this today because I see that he did not tell me that he's hiding to tell me. Like others, they will say, they don't want the people to come and destroy their house. So I will keep all those ones. But this person is not hiding. He's very, very optimistic. So that is why I decided to let it out. So I know that if he hears it, he will not be offended.
One sitting here, we are conquered. They should give us the name. And why did they conquer those people? Or they know me, it's very important to me. You are doing it. It's not when live at the right track. You will not go nowhere in my alpha. And my alpha cannot be alpha. Are you getting me? No matter you are going to do it, if we are not naturally one, we cannot be one. It's very, no, I'm passing all the things to you to know. I'm very happy. I told you one day you explained your job, you said a lot of things. So you won't say then my epic will be Germany. No one will come over.
Even as I see there are a whole lot of people that I call. It's not that they are from a Ghanaian family. Some of them are from the Yokoyon. My brothers are from Atiku. Listen. They were calling me as at that time when I was trying to bring people together to say one. And most of them were those. I tried to say, there's no need for us to start dividing ourselves. We are one. They did not agree with me. But thank God.
We can't be one because naturally we are not one. How can you bring people that is not naturally one? We don't know what is family dealing. We don't know what is dealing. We don't know what is dealing. So how can me not be out there? My name is Odette. How can you and the keep my ancestors doing those work? The name of them have been calling me right on time. See tomorrow my be enemy. You understand? Yes. How can you bring them to them? I can't say I'm with their family, I'm not with their family. Because my name, my ancestors' name is there. You understand?
Yes.
So how can you bring us to Yoruba man?
Those days I was trying to tell those
people who were calling me. I know. We were trying to make it. Yes. Not that you were with them. You don't want to get everybody together.
Exactly.
So the problem in Maga is not to tell you, it can't work here. Because when it is about you like and now there's no one was listening to your program that have you ever seen Alisha man having problems with the other? You know they have problems together. Asian people were fighting for the Oba. It's not that they don't belong to your group. You don't need cry for time. Hello?
Yes, I'm listening.
These are the mistakes you guys have been making right from time. You can bring people that are not naturally. They don't be natural together. People are not devilish. After you just come to the country, you tell everything, tell us. You don't think about tomorrow. People have to live, people have to feed. You are telling everything like any other thing.
Well, with me? I don't have much to say, but I want to appreciate you because I know that being that you are an Edo man, so I don't need to be saying what you are saying is not correct because I know that you are the Edo man, he's from the Ossis mans, that this truth has to be coming out. I know that, and I have said, and I agree that, yes, I was really making errors at that time, trying to unite us together. Because indeed, in that unity you're talking about, they don't understand any of the unity they understand is where everybody will see themselves.
You were doing very good work for them. They don't know what you were doing. For me, I know. You understand? But because of natural stand, it must leave. Okay, they told them what they are.
Share.
You understand? Everything I do wrong. But natural standard must take its place. Or any problem in it.
Let me continue on that one.
The natural take its place, okay? Almost to read. Okay, the modern day. And I just one. It's like here where like there's one thing I always argue with them. And I talk with a lot of them. Here one mother, or I mean, here my back, or my father, but not there with Larry, or mother, half of my wife, and half Rijawa. No, it's half a wife. So here I mean to the working of my. Now, are you talking to a fool? Are you with me?
Yes.
You know, yes, that's the point. Leave over here with me. Let's talk something important. The man who can have a father and son. The problem is no, I told them I would not accept that. You know, I would never accept it. They send the guy to be doing those things. Later, not betray. That is what happened there. If all that of mother, they are here. What is his name? Ronald the God. They betrayed the God. They cannot tell anybody where Ronald the God was doing things they don't know about. They know about everything. They don't betray the God. You know, I don't have his contact. I wish I have his contact. I could have also tell him to leave that land. No one can do me the next day you have. So no way we will support him to fight them. My brother, I'm telling you, a passion is about already doing. When you are saying about many people, you can always place it where him and that way. You understand? He won't go away. Just as him and me. Hello?
Yes, bro. I'm just perplexed. Take the one moment.
Him and me, I'm 100% with Roland Akon. Though he has used the other picture of the phone. So when he fuck it up, they have to see, you understand?
Yes.
All you come there, why you put on the way? No, women are not getting no, because I have a Google. Why have a Google, they can't put a video, I'll have the way to me. If I do, I'm not to say, what I do, I can't like because we can down without any. Who are you going to set up shit? Who will like, oh, you are going to go, you are like my girl, like my house, but the rest of the time, why you telling that? We are not big.
They said the most funny story is that he was creating chiefs in other beneath kingdoms. How can one who is a servant of the other be creating chiefs? Giving people chief title without who we accept that kind of chief title that a servant to the other is giving without the consent of the other.
Thank you.
That's my question. I'm just asking. I'm just reasoning alongside
you. The question you are asking is what I'm also asking. More than the one area. My brother, I promise you one day I will call and have time with you on your life. Any matter will go down. You understand? You know I call it to go boy.
It's not hiding.
People are not hearing.
Guys want to play it now.
They don't want to hear us. We want to bring people out.
Well, I have a lot.
You understand? We want to bring it out to the people.
I'm waiting for them to come on me. I will expose them.
He has that position when he carry power in your living. Oh my God. I would like to go to the parliament and bring people quite for this one. Okay, do that.
Yes.
Mais c'est bien qu'on va dire que my brother, you're doing that already. Of course, everybody I know. Imam Ibeli, we don't try to work with like police there. You understand? But I just think when people are not working well, I have to leave the country. I have brought it up. My brother, the first thing I said, I congratulate you for understanding that you are not one of them. You will only try to make peace. But you can't make peace with people that you are not one together. Naturally, it's taking place. It's not taking place now in nature. And nature must take place. If nature cannot take place, the confusion carry. The confusion is bringing there. All you need to have we are not one of them.
But the thing that is contradicting that when you are saying we are not one of them, the thing gets me confused because we know that you are a Edo person, you are a Benin man, and they are also Benin.
Thank you. The name Benin just come because of the civilization. That's place was not known as Benin before. We have a name before the Oba coming forward. We have said the name because the name is very big because you know a record. Because for me, I can't say I'm originally Benin. Sometimes people go out and say, we go to Benin. You understand? That's what I do tell people. I'm not from Yokoyomo. You understand? I'm close to Togo. You understand? I have a history of Togo. How the king of Arizokoya to give you a we know the conquer soldier at once. My question is tomorrow. Let them say the Togo. What do you have to say tomorrow? They say the conquer soldier at once, but they cannot tell us the people they conquer.
They say they conquer 201,000 villages.
And then no, let's talk about the family. Soldier one. So please, can you guys tell us the 201 cities that you conquered? Here I sit, I'm a man. You can't tell me that, okay, now, I live in Germany. You live in Italy. You are not in Italy, right?
Yes. So,
yeah, I might have one. You are in Germany. You understand? You tell me more about that.
The truth is that when you conquer the people are not your blood. They are not your brothers.
Never. Okay, listen. Imagine that young guy. He was talking to all about Ora people. You understand? I asked him a question. Were the people there before August? No, we was mentioned one person name, one of the kings, bad king in the group. Were people there before him? And were people were living there before him? Because if people were living there before you come, you are not the one that come there. Okay, we don't be like in Wajini, in Wajina. Well, that's a year on it. It was a by the people people were there. So where are these people that were there? My brother, I don't believe me with the just that they have power of king or you give more today. You understand? And where I was on that piano back, he called his name, and we more. What is the meaning of him more? If you are afraid of him, you are not giving him now because he's due for it. I mean, open up piano back, or Tony him more. What is the meaning of him more? You are afraid of somebody, and you have to give him land, let him go out. My brother, I don't know if I'm correct or do it, do it, I'm not reasoning with you because you call me so. I was born and brought up in the Father, and where my you know if you want me everywhere, come tomorrow. We just want to do everything. This and say, the Islamic government have we need in the way that
thank God you called me because I was never expecting your call.
Okay.
I want to ask one question. For people to start saying, okay, we agree that we are one. You are not our father, not you born us. We agree say we be one, not you born us, not be your papa born us. We say we agree say we be one. That one a problem. That one a insult.
My brother, before I answer your question, those days when I was young, or your body has come in, here when you quick out, it's like I said, but we are making our car. So if we are one, why will you kill the Asian person before the snake? I don't know the reason.
Let me end it there. You see, the truth must be let out. Not in abusive way, not in hatred way, but just truth. Just the truth. So that is it. I don't know if you have, let me put my number in case you want to call for contribution. Just a moment, please. My number. For WhatsApp call only. Should in case you want to call. So it's not about hatred. Yeah. It's not about hatred. Or let me just finish the voice. Let me just finish it. Then I'll close.
I know what all right 100%. any other person.
Let me set my own record straight. For you, like I said on the broadcast, I am not in the right place to say whether Oba Benin is one of the Benin people or is not. What I am only coming out to say is that when the Esan people, we are not children to the Benin. Yes, we agree.
My mother will be saying that you are making a mistake. Say you are not the children of the Oba Benin, not the Benin. Because when we're in this Benin, it's not covered by people don't cover you, or cover you. You understand? So please, don't say you are not the children of Benin. Say you are not the children of Oba Benin. Are you with me? So what is the point in it?
You know what I believe? There's a particular people today that cannot come in.
Thank you. You are making a point. You are right. The particular people are here too.
Now,
But because of the civilization.
Do you know what? Some persons are coming to my space, they don't call me betrayer. But the funny thing is that they are calling me betrayer like as if they employed me to come and be doing a particular job. And I signed a treaty with them. Or I took an oath with them to say this is a particular job I will do for them. There was no such. Like this brother who noticed me and every other, some of the Benin persons that know the truth that will not come out in public to come and say it. What he said is that he knows that I was out for let us unite. But I saw a lot of hits. They are saying because I was expecting them to laud me. Nobody lauds me. What do you mean? All of them, they are saying I was expecting people to laud me. Nobody laud me. Let me tell you something. Go and check out their Facebook page. All those ones that are making video about me. They are making money with their page. None of those pages. I would have been making thousands of euro. Thousands of euro. If I was for money. People called me, go monetize the page. I said no. My wife became so angry. Till date, I did not monetize that page. Those people you see saying that I was wanting people to laud me or I wanted to be making money, I did not get the money, that was why I changed. That Facebook page only is enough for me to be making cool money. But for me to make sure that you know that I am not for money, I was just there for unity. I did not monetize that. Those people that are making videos, like I'm not trending. Like today only, maybe up to 3 of them in their different Facebook page has made video of me. Go and check their Facebook page. They are making money. They are coming to talk nonsense. They are making money. And when we were in that organization, I did not put my account number out to say make una dey put money for this account. And each time we want to do anything, I also said let Edo Man account number to be there. It was the Edo Man account number. I did not undo any money aspects. So where you want you stay castigate me? What have I done? Nothing. I was only there to champion unity. But the truth of the matter that when you are out to say let us come for unity, let us be one, and you see some group of people are taking that as a yardstick to elevate themselves above you, don't you think you have to withdraw from that unity? When you see that they are everywhere, you are the one, they know you are Esan person, but you will see them on Facebook pages abusing all Esan persons, and you will still be there. Aren't you being foolish? They are not respecting Esan person, they are not respecting Esan people, even though you have some few Esan people on Facebook that are saying things that are not also good upon them. But because of the job I am doing, are they supposed to be respecting Esan persons? But they will come and be praising me, and they will go and be abusing Esan people on their pages. And I will be saying that you expect me to continue. I have emotions as well. You expect me to come at the detriment of my Esanite, of my Esan identity, at my the detriment of that. I am being hypocritical to self if I continue. Immediately Emmanuel Joka boy issue started. You see how they castigate me because I was against the way they handle the matter. They said I said like this, I said like that, my brother. For me to be leading a people who want to be controlling how I'm going to be speaking, then I have to withdraw from that cabal. They will be using me. I will not be able to speak because I am with them. So for me to be able to express myself the truth, first of all, I need to detach myself from that unity. I I need to detach, because with them, when you are with them, you're trying to say this is how it should be. They will not allow you because they are the majority there. If you have any other few people who are not Benin and this them, their mind will be poisoned like they that are Benin that are the majority. Because they do the same thing, they reason the same thing, they have one voice. You like to tell them, you say, no, you people, let us get this history right. We are not children to you people, we are part and parcel of you people. They will castigate, they will not give you voice. They will say you are separating, you are doing segregation and all this. My brother, for you to be able to have breathing space, you need to move away from that so-called one. That is what I did. Hello? Hello, caller?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, please. Who is speaking?
Yeah, Esan, how are you?
Oh yeah, about abortion.
Because my brother, you are already doing a good job. You are already doing a good job. Why? Because this supremacy has been there for ages. Because they have been doing it for ages. I don't know why. As it's supposed to be your grandfather will be here. A pair of 16 years was how to trade cola. Is that not demonic?
Very, very demonic.
How come?
Very, very.
It's not really necessary, really. Then after that, no matter what you face, you don't have to take it personal. You don't have to be angry with them because you don't have to be preaching what you know how to do best.
Okay. Exactly.
You have to be doing what you know how to do best. We have everything we are great people. Some people are great. They have strength. They are intelligent. They have everything.
For sure.
In Nigeria, any place you find this man, you must find it doing a very good thing. It's doing well. Even here in Europe. And let's focus on what we have to achieve. We don't have to insult them. They are our brothers.
They are not being insulted. They are not being insulted.
They are not. They are our brothers. They are our sisters.
Bro, they are not being insulted. I hope you listen to my broadcast all through.
Yeah.
Did you see any place where they were insulted by me?
Yeah. It's your broadcast. What I'm sure. No.
No,
I have never. Just keep it up like that. Just keep it up.
Thank you.
We are grateful our guests. All I know that we have enjoy it. Just that we just have to let them know this is your bad, so our boundary. You cannot say everything. All the issues that you have been insulting us, insulting the Igbos, insulting the Yoruba. At the end of the day, you come back and tell us we are one. You say Igbo is in themselves, people of Bomai, both Nawayo, Esan is do this, say don't do this. But it's not really necessary. At the end of the day, you come out and be calling us your brother. It's not really good. If you want to be united, you have to be, even if you are the senior, the way you are behaving, you are not behaving like a senior. Even though you are the senior, you are this, you don't behave like the senior ones. Okay, look, we are together. Now act on people, they don't think they are part of the family. The black people, they don't think they are part of the family. The Shagiri people, they don't think they are part of the family. Some people, they are not think they are part of the family. Why? Because the way you present yourself to them, the way you treat them, that's why you see from Agbo people, they say they are able. So we all living as one together. But if you want to, you use your hand, destroy your. So that if you unite everybody, just try to be united. Even though you are the senior, but behave like the senior one. When anyone is doing bad, then call him. We are all one. You don't have to call them. You don't have to call it two different kind of things that you are doing. That's not really necessary.
Thank you, my
If
brother.
I am a
Thank
thinking
you.
man, that is what I will be thinking.
Thank you, my brother. Let me allow that callers for the case there. Thank you. Bye for now. These people, if you see, when you listen, you see the way people are gathering themselves against me. They just want to quench everybody's voice. If you just come out to speak, you see they rush out in their numbers. Waiting they happen. Now you get power pass. Now you get champ pass. Now you get juju pass. Waiting they happen. Allow people to have British. Allow people to express themselves. Anybody just talks more. Oh yeah. They will just rush come out. And you expect those people to be happy with you, to enjoy the so-called oneness you're talking about. Share. Okay, you say my brother, you thought I was you were not listening to me, Tutu. You are not listening to me at all. If my brother is Okaigeni, don't you know that my father, okay, if your father marry 3 wives or 4 wives, marry Edo, marry Igbo, marry the children who they born, your siblings, they are not your brother. But you people should rationalize things and talk very well. Do you know that my own mother is from Obaiti? Rationalize things and talk very well. If you are from polygamous home, you know what I'm talking about. Maybe you have a father that married up to 4 wives. Marry from this tribe, marry from this tribe, marry from this tribe. Are those people not your brothers? Hello?
Good evening, my brother.
Good evening.
I want to just contribute for this your conversation.
Okay. They're listening. Thank you for calling.
Waiting the day is there. Now just orientation. I just want me our Esan brothers may they get small, one is not be how to talk and come out. It's about our actions and our doings. Understand? What they happen for that our those things so. You see, most of the people that they don't wake up small in terms of development. Now they are doing things back home. In terms of development, you see all the boys now, most of them they don't go their land, go they buy land, they build house. When we think about 10 years back, it wasn't like that, you understand? So it's high time if every neighbor man maybe they think of how he would say they do things go out, because that Benin of the talk saying that Benin fine. The population of Asian people for Benin, if you begin to get a cancer, you will understand them in a small like Benin they partition in terms of population. I know many of our brothers when they build house for Benin, most people they say Asian are bush, and most of our Asian people now bush them for come out go school. Later that bush, like their parents will take money to trade them for school. If they come out finish, come abroad, they'll still go buy one push for Benin, go to develop push, they go. Now they have Benin to go to develop their push.
Very correct.
The push where you go buy land today, you build there, another Asian man will still go buy for that same push again, build there, develop they don't record that place. Or if they talk, Benin man will talk say nothing to Asian land. Because why? Now we they do ourselves. Do you understand so? If they begin to do things go out, begin to get that orientation, they will even really understand the statistics, the sense of the population when they do, the census when they do. If the Asian people when they say add the record join them, when they say they get population pass us, not be small. Do you understand so? So more begin to sensitize our people, they let them know how to do things they go hard.
That is why my brother. That is why we get association. Me just they come out for now. We get association where we say, listen, me and talk finish, bro. We get association where we say most of all this sensitization, they enter for them. People dey wey they represent for ground now. When you see things they happen for all like that, not be because of what they talk for Facebook. Now see this sensitization because we don't see where they for cheat us. We think say we be one, that one where they talk. So and we consider say okay, the one who they talk now. The only small development, the only infrastructure we government they bring on, the only small job where we say if you see go find work small, you'll see work. But everything they bring on, where government now do beneath city now they end up. So that come they make our people. They call they live for Benin City, they live for them. That's why it be for Lagos. People now what they make people rush go Lagos. Now where work there, now where small development, now where small infrastructure, then now people they go. So now waiting our people till they come up for us with that one. And we call the thing say what they say that and the upper man the Benin everybody gets and not knowing say they all they use us till they elevate themselves. So when our eye don't begin to open, I don't see the truth. Our people can't begin to. You see, say the Atanakma where they set that security. If they say they wait for the government, nothing the security for not ready. They go bring a two state security network where they focus with Benin City, my brother, and some other local governments where they don't focus Esan land. Nothing they happen for Esan land. Not be our people sit well together. We talk for this thing. So my brother, our people will desensitize them. Now our people sit well together. He lost his what we buy. You know how many million for one he lost? He passed them 15. Motorcycle will buy, he pass them 15. We all Esan sons and daughters put money together to make that thing happen. Create security. They abandon us for there. When we talk about road, now we they put money together to grade our road. They know they do anything. You don't ever see say the government can show one school where they renovate for Esan land, or they can show one better road where they tie for Esan land. So now we they do all those things. So
our listen, they know they talk, and we have
listen. May I tell you. Listen, brother. Listen. Wait, now let you talk. Me and
we have taken things for granted for so long. You know, the time we started speaking up, and the time we started doing things.
Yes, that is where we are now. So we need to talk and wait so that people will understand what we talk, my brother. Now, what one of us go that state to say now we call it that state to they even name Edo State. Now to favor the Edo people, you know, if your name state only one group name, and we don't say particular people there as Edo. They'll call it tell us we Edo Maya. And a lie on a deception. Because if they say Bini people, now they call Bini people. Now they will come out, you know will come out. Half a mama now will come out. So the states now they just name out to elevate themselves. So we come in their subjects. So now it be that thing so way they happen. They don't cheat us well, and now the pain don't reach inside the bone of our marrow. Now it make us go everything we see for us and now the hospital we did the general hospital now we did develop and do about ourselves, not the government. Everything we see for them, we see for us and land. The only time we enjoy better government now during the time of bend the way a brutality rule. After them, nothing. The Bermuda where they talk somewhere Bermuda, not be Benin man, now it market man. All of them they claim the glory. They say they are the big man Bermuda. Nothing what they don't do when they lucky Benin you can finish that state. See what this man do. If this Obaseki na Isha man, he not go hear for the whole world for Edo people. See what they do. So all those things now time for us to call for the creation of our state because the insult and the abuse done too much. And when they come they bring this critic come and they criticize it, they don't want listening. They don't go listening that line because that supremacy you don't enter inside their blood. So when you can't talk anything, you can't temper their ego.
Everything now that will begin to change. Come 2023, remote this year, because I don't see any good thing where they shall where they put for us. Instead of Basajo hospital where they put for you and the other, and say instead of Basajo. Only this one of instead of Basajo during her time, I can remember that during Basajo when they put that in. The hospital, we can put that event went there, but nothing. I don't think they create much jobs. You know, say the fact if they pass, they go, which they call this place, ouch. That company has been closed for years. If a person can person when they think well, that is supposed to revive at least to create new opportunity for each other.
You know, say, my brother, you know, say, when they talk about those things, according to government structure, political structure, Esan is the heartbeat of Edo. They did it like that. The heartbeat because now that Esan might be the economy basket of the state. But now we now the marginalized pass. And now, I want to tell you something. More even look the era away from and they estimated they keep people. They go set up security network. Those state joint security, now they call them. But all those joint security network, even me will be the leader of Great Benin Emancipation that time. I lead people like say make we buy gadgets, walking talking. We buy all those things. What thing I not do? We buy them. I don't take for the money. I not say they put the money from my account too. We go give them those state joint security network. But nothing they not extend any security reach Esan land. They not extend just use. Now Benin there, that Benin city there, palace, everything Benin city. But as if now only there, now be the states. So how the people not go cry come out?
So the whole street for Benin, they go tie up and down, tie this one every year to year, budget to budget. But the revenue when they come from the other local government for each land, no one they go back. Esan start is they're one of the biggest local government for those states, and if it's not contributed, but still yes, go check Obiaja, go check. If you go Obiaja now, according to statistics, you know they go see a pass. Sure, understand so. Brother, I so much thank you very much. I don't take too much of your time. May other callers will be calling. May you continue with your program. At least, all instances of our daughter, we need to wake up on time. You understand? So,
thank you.
We really need to wake up. Thank you very much for the work.
God bless you. Thank you. Bye. They know say wetin we dey talk so na true too, but they want use social media to shut us up. Na lie. Don't fear anything, no. Not even they retaliate. If you be Esan person, they do they talk for Esan people, then they usually they do video. Not reply them, because they want to sabotage. They want to confuse us with that one. So at the time we'll continue to attack ourselves, the reality way they can will come live. No, just reply them. Let them do video. My response to this, my response to that. No reply them. And I will never reply them. I only hear. I will be talking what I need to talk. Because these people don't cheat us. They don't cheat us. They don't cheat. They hold the heartbeat of the state. And when I expect say we will come they continue for that kind of unity we will be one thing we could do together. We will come out now. They brag. I tell you, if Esan come out for Edo State, nothing remain. If Esan come out for there, most of the business we did now, we dey consider for jail. They know, but they will not respect us. Thank you, my people. They don't want to listen to people. They think they pay me for them. So at least just listen to people. Even if people they criticize you, they abuse you, what do they talk? There are elements of truth in what they are saying. Listen to them. Reason with them. Not go they castigate them. Reason that is how to understand. Say these people they are truly one. That is, I have been telling them these things. Then when we are together, they don't want here. Reason with not just to the jump come out. Wait till they happen. Now you shall be jump pass. We the Esan, now we go tell you how they take the jump. And if you want to say you still the jump, now you come sabi jump pass. We go hang you. And we don't do it for their eye before. We not the start the time we others they start, but if we start, we go overtake you. We are not loud. That is why people know your day. We are not loud. But when you talk about greatness, now that is someone that you go find out. We are not loud at all. They cannot. Now you get voice pass. I mean, now you get the monopoly of social media. Now you harsh pass. At least just humble yourself and listen to people. Listen to people for crying out loud. This is what I will say. Listen to them. Reason together with them. If you hear them saying some things, it's not that they just wish to come and say what they want to say. Because that is where they are paid. That is the area where they are paid. But because they are just there protecting one throne, which is meant to be protected anyway, the integrity of that throne. But when you are doing that, endeavor to also make sure the other thrones in that other kingdoms are also protected, are also respected. No, nothing concern them at all. Nothing concern them. They are so disrespectful, so arrogant, so loud, lousy. So disrespectful. They know they look person, rich person. And they not get shishi for nyash. So loud. If you see that they tear out today for social media, you say rain will fall. At no level. They will go they tear out, this social media, tear out, do this, do that, talk this, talk that. What did they happen now? Because of now they open the social media. Walk by yari, walk by now luna did this one. Now because of now, when they use social media, when I see what they happen from us, I make shame see the cash on them. They don't want just listen. At least listen, just listen to people. Listen so that you will be able to understand where they are paid. Somebody who was very, very interested in unity before, you see the person turn back, at least listen to him. They not go listen, now lie you. The only thing they understand is say maybe just the hate them, just the praise them, beneath here, beneath there, just they make posts, they see them. Make one post about your own people, now they never come there, come hail you. The only thing they tell be your friend for Facebook now because you didn't make beneath posts. That is it. That is why they are your friend on Facebook. And I some people who see I see some of our Esan people. Very soon that Esan I love Esan blog we just help them promote that history. You go see and say I go soon open. And they will come hate time. That's what they do. The only friend why they are your friend on Facebook is because you are just posting beneath history here and there. Other than that, they have nothing to do with you. They have nothing to do with you. They just want it to be them and them only and them. What did they happen? Hello?
You okay, sorry.
Oh yeah.
My brother, before.
Oh, Boshan,
Before.
Boshan.
So, just let me drop my contribute on this program. First and foremost, I appreciate our brother, our leader on this program, Mr. Ebe Okoso, for coming out at this very time. So, I also want to say, please, we that are here today, we should not be distracted by this, most especially so-called people that are on social media. As we all know, that
Boshan will be son. Take the phone, Mario Bobo, Mario Lily, share.